What up? We're back. Thank y'all for joining. Midday, I kind of pushed it back, y'all. Y'all know I'm off today, so I went in there and laid down and started watching TV and chilling. All the things you do when you're off, okay? I'm so damn tired, y'all. Oh my God. But let's get into the show because we have some great things to talk about, okay? Let's get into it. Of course, everything said in this video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Hello to everyone. I see you guys in the chat. Thank y'all for stopping by and supporting. Got a lot of my homies going live today, so I'm trying to get mine in so I can go support. And y'all know how it goes. So let's get started. Mama Tina, honey, Beyonce's mama, they done shut down her little her gumbo hut. We're gonna call it that. We've been talking about that all damn week, right? Where people have been doing videos. One guy said he was sick and throwing up. Another lady said that the seafood smelled like horrible, child. That the gumbo smelled horrible. I said it's probably that tainted damn seafood that's been sitting out in that damn Texas heat all damn day. Well, let's get into it. This just in, the Houston Health Department confirms that Mama Tina's gumbo at the Rodeo Houston was shut down temporarily. Said that the department says that the shutdown happened on Monday, and the gumbo stand serving up Beyonce mother's Tina's nose recipe was able to reopen today. Lord Jesus. So it looks like something might have been going on with some people being sick. I know a lot of people online were saying that they were going to report her. So it looks like something might have happened. So my Mama Tina over there allegedly, honey, serving that old damn gumbo. It's been them crabs have been laid out in the sun all damn day. I don't know. Allegedly. So the Houston Health Department confirmed that Mama Tina's gumbo at Rodeo Houston was temporarily shut down earlier this week. According to officials, the closure occurred on Monday, but the vendor was able to reopen today. The stand has attracted significant attention because it features Tina Knowles' gumbo recipe and is one of the most talked about food spots at the event. I think it's more so because of her. I think people wanted to see her, take pictures with her, but a lot of people that were online talking about it. If you go on TikTok, you see a lot of videos, but it was saying she act real funky towards people. She don't want to take pictures. She didn't want them holding their camera up at her whenever they come up to buy her gumbo. I'm like, bitch, if I'm buying your gumbo for $25 a cup, I should be able to take a fucking picture. Like, it should come with it because don't no damn gumbo cost that much money. It should be a picture, a personalized picture, and a damn cup of gumbo, and the cup shouldn't be this damn small. I'm just saying, we're trying to market out here. But what y'all think about that, honey? They had to shut Mama Tina down for that damn stale ass gumbo. Moving right along. Let's get into this Rick Ross news. Rick Ross is trying to shut Remy Ma up. He done sent her ass a cease and desist. Let's get into it. All right, according to the girls, are fighting heavy on the girls. Let's go. Rick Ross demands that Remy Ma halt a film called The Biggest Boss. Y'all know Rick Ross. That's his phrase that he used about himself. I'm Rick Ross, the biggest boss. Da, 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 da. Okay. Says that the project uses his name and story. Y'all know Rick Ross used to be a security guard down there in Miami, Florida, down at the jail or whatnot, if y'all know his history. And he quit doing that after he blew up and became a rap artist, okay? So let's get into it. So a dispute is brewing between Remy Ma and Rick Ross after the Miami rapper raised legal concerns over a film project that he says hits a little too close to home. Now, according to TMZ, attorneys for Rick Ross sent a letter claiming the project, originally titled The Biggest Boss, includes unauthorized use of his music and trade name, and demanded that the film not move forward in its current form. Now, his team also argued that the project could confuse fans into thinking that he's involved, citing social media reactions as evidence. So you got to get permission when you're using people's stuff, especially if you're trying to do films and stuff, because you can be sued for infringement, copyright infringement. So the film reportedly follows a police officer who steals a drug dealer's life story and turns it into a rap career. His same life, a premise that has drawn attention because it mirrors Rick Ross's real life past. Now, I said that Ross-born William Roberts worked as a correctional officer in Florida in mid-1990s. Now, Remy Ma's team quickly responded, emphasizing that she was unaware of the concerns and takes the situation seriously. But you had to know that, Remy. You in the rap world, child. Now, Remy was personally unaware of the concerns raised regarding The Biggest Boss and takes the matter seriously, says that she has maintained a personal and professional relationship with Rick Ross for more than 20 years and would never intentionally engage in any action that could harm his brand or cause offense. It goes on to say that following the concerns that the title The Biggest Boss was removed from Remy's network, though the film itself has not been confirmed to be canceled or halted. You might want to edit some shit because he will sue your ass. Now, online, it said that some fans have speculated about personal dynamic behind the controversy, including Rick Ross's public support of boxer Clarissa Shields, who is currently linked to Remy Ma's ex-husband, Papoose. Yeah. So what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? So Rick Ross has sent over a cease and desist for Remy Ma, and it's also verified on TMZ as well. But shout out to the girls of fighting for reporting it. Let's move along, honey. Now, this morning I talked to you guys about and gave you guys an update on this young girl who Jada. Y'all remember Jada? We've been talking about her. Jada West is her name. She was 12 years old. Where she was unalived by some girls that jumped her when she got off the bus. Okay. A couple, I want to say months ago. Now, her cousin has now spoken out. I found a video where her cousin has spoken out to give us more details about that day that Jada was actually jumped. Now, I told you guys this morning that Shaquille O'Neal, basketball player Shaquille O'Neal, everybody know who Shaq is. He has stepped up to say that it would be remiss if he did not step in and pay for the entire funeral arrangements of Miss Jada West, which definitely takes the load off of her family. So shout out to Shaq for that. But let's go ahead and get into, I just want to put her picture up so you guys can know who we're talking about. This is her, okay? Is it not letting me move? Oh, there. Okay, so that's Shaq, and then that's Jada West, okay? So shout out to him for stepping up. As you guys can see, that's verified here on the Jasmine brand. So let's move forward to her cousin, all right? To her cousin. I'm going to put up the trigger for this one because she's really going to be going into detail about what happened on that day when these girls put hands on her. I'm still kind of upset about that. I think that bullying is just not right, whether it's verbally or physically. It's just not right. Let's go ahead and get into what she had to say. Shout out to DJ Ali's show. It says that family members are speaking out after the death of 12-year-old Jada West, who passed away Friday following a bullying incident on a school bus in her neighborhood. Now, after a short clip of the interaction beginning, the altercation began circulating online and sparked harsh comments. Jada's cousin addressed the backlash on TikTok, said that she says that the viral clip only shows a few seconds of what happened and clarified that Jada was not the villain while also sharing the cause of death. All right, I listened to it already. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. This is Jada West's cousin. Let's go. I'm sorry.
As they're fighting, Jada falls backwards because she's trying to drag the girl down, pull her to the ground. They're fighting on concrete. Jada falls backwards and she falls on her head. The girl rolled over her, so I guess that fucked her up in a way. But then they both rolled over and Jada kind of had her like a little headlock or whatever. You know, people started breaking it up. You can hear Jada friend in the video yelling when Jada fell because I'm pretty sure they all heard some shit. And that's probably why they broke that shit up. You can hear Jada friend in the video yelling, "Oh my gosh, Jada does that sit there and be a kid shit and feed it to kid shit. These kids are fucking middle schoolers, and now one of them is dead because your daughter wanted to sit here and fuck with her and fight her." Everybody got it wrong. Yeah, she fell. Yeah, she had a concussion, but her heart fucking stopped. And her heart was stopped for so motherfucking long. By the time she got to the hospital, they couldn't even do shit to fucking save her. She was gone before she got to the motherfucking hospital.
Wow.
Yeah, she was in a coma and this, that, and the third. Her heart was stopped. Her heart was stopped for too fucking long. Yeah, they resuscitated her and shit. They didn't do shit. They saved her heart, but she was already brain dead. She wasn't getting enough oxygen to her fucking brain. She was in a coma for a day or two. But she wasn't going to wake up. And y'all sitting here talking like y'all know who the fuck she is, like she's the aggressor and shit like this. I grew up with her, and me myself know she's not the aggressor. She's a sweet ass girl. She just fucking moved there. Just started going to that school. You people have no fucking heart. And
so that's her cousin. Okay, this is Jada West's cousin who has responded on TikTok to give some details, more clarity about what happened on that day. They're saying that the girl jumped her and that something about she came over her head kind of hard, which kind of stopped Jada's heart. Something where she slammed her down and it stopped her heart. By the time they got her to the hospital, they said that she was not responsive. She did go into a coma. She never did wake up from that coma, and she did succumb to her injury. So there's a lot that went on. These kids nowadays, the way they fight is just so crazy. I was just telling my husband this the other day. Like when we were teenagers or when we were in school, if you got into a fight with somebody, like you fought and it was understood, I won this fight, like don't fuck with me no more. And then 9 times out of 10, you're probably gonna be friends after that. I told you guys, me and a girl who's now a friend of mine on Facebook who I didn't like in school, and we got into a physical altercation, and we are like cool now. We're friends. Like I actually talked to this person on social media like we were kids. I'm not holding on to that shit because it was stupid what we fought about, but it was understood. Like if you fought this person, that's it. These kids nowadays, they want to literally take your life when they fight you, and it's not that serious. The purpose of a fight is to let a person know, like, I'm just not to be fucked with. Don't go there. Like you're gonna get up and you're gonna walk away from this, but let this be a lesson to you to not, come at me again. Cause I don't want to say. But what do y'all think? This is her cousin. Drop in the chat what y'all think about what her cousin has to say about the altercation. We're gonna stay on it long, y'all. All right, Mary J. Blige did an interview that I thought was very interesting. I had to take my trigger down because we don't need that. Okay. Let me take the trigger down because I don't need it for this. We don't need this. All right. So she talks about 50 Cent and how 50 Cent is really not somebody that you want to play with. And I think we all know that by now, right? From all the things that we've seen as far as beef online with everybody he's dealt with between Ja Rule and I mean, you name it, Clarissa Shields, Papoose, like whoever shit. He don't play with nobody, right? 50 is probably one of the pettiest of them all when it comes to clapbacks and get backs. But Mary J. Blige says that 50 Cent is a beautiful person until you end up on the wrong side of him. I think we know that, right? But I'm going to play some of this interview from her. I found it on Spiritual World. Let's get into it.
50 was a great boss, man. They treat us really good at Ghost. Man, it was amazing. Just getting that gig was another happy moment in my life that I really needed. So shout out to 50 for just always blessing us. Like he always blesses us with, jobs, and I needed that job at the time, so thank you for that.
Y'all know that she played Monet on Power. Oh my God, great show. I don't know why they took it off. I'm so mad about that. But 50 gave Mary a job, and she said at that time she needed it, right? Y'all know her husband, Kendu Isaacs, was suing her for all this damn alimony a month. I think it was $30,000 she was paying him. So that money came in good with her being on the show and getting a nice bag. And I hear 50 paid her very well on the show. So shout out to 50 for looking out for Mary.
50's been my guy for decades. And I'm so glad that he loves me. You know what I'm saying?
We all glad that he loves us.
Man. Because there's even times where I do an interview and somebody will say something like, "Oh no, don't say that," because like that 50 he do like this.
I did like it with 50.
he opened up. He was very vulnerable. The interview was incredible. Like
the title.
And I was like, "Wow, you're really a nice man. You're a nice man."
When you get fifth, you'll get that person.
Yeah.
And the one thing about him, there's some people that got a great mental editor, and I know he does. But when he want to go and be unfiltered, people see like the shenanigans of Fifth, and that's probably the thing that gets on the marquee.
Yeah.
But when you go past the marquee and go to the actual venue, and you get to see how beautiful and how smart this dude is, that's a different guy.
Yeah, he's a beautiful person, until you rub that wrong side, and then you. That's it,
some of these
we're gonna cut some of this out. We want to make sure we ain't saying the wrong.
We're really scared of 50 out here. Mary, like, hold up now, let's edit this shit. If we said something crazy, let's go back and watch this shit before we put it out there.
We didn't make a mistake and say something wrong.
That's what I told you. I'm sitting over here like,
he was
okay, because that's the enemy you don't want. Okay, but shout out to Mary for her interview. Says during a recent interview with Real 92.3, Mary J. Blige called 50 Cent a beautiful person and a great boss while reflecting on working together on Power Book 2. Ghost. Great show. Okay. Said that she always kept it real though, saying that 50 can be unforgiving if you cross him. And we've seen that many, many times. Now their bond goes way back, according to this, from him producing her 2009 album, Stronger. I didn't know he did that, with each tier to publicly defending her over the years. So shout out to 50 for being a real one on that. I did not know he produced her album either. That's news to me. But shout out to Mary. Let's get into this Love and Marriage Huntsville clip that's been released. Martell out here, child, scratching and surviving, child. Heavy on the scratching, because ain't no telling what his ass working with over there since Melton divorced his ass. Okay. Good thing Ariana got her nursing license. She can put some salve on him down there now. Let's get into this next topic. I don't know. I'm feeling so damn petty today. Maybe because I got some good news. All right, so let's get into this. Shout out to Reality Entertainment TV. On this deleted scene, so they own Reality Entertainment TV /own, they released a deleted scene from Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't know why they're putting Martell up to be this spokesperson for relationships and giving people relationship advice. Nigga, you lost your marriage of almost 12, 13 years, and you've been in the news for abusing your kids. We're just going to put a shit out there, and we got to say allegedly, because that's on court documentation, where you hit your son with a back scratcher and drew blood, etc., right? So you're the last person that we want to hear anything from. You had a whole baby, outside child in your marriage, and you thought that shit was a whole flex, right? And then still being back. I hear he's still begging to get back with Mel. That's what she said. She's still being harassed by him, is what I heard. But let's go ahead and get into this clip. Let's go.
Does most of the conflict come from their divorce and them, or
that? Like, it's just like the whole situation. I feel like a lot of it was put on me. A lot of the backlash of what they were going through got thrown at me. He started being crazy with me, and she started being crazy with me because what they had going on. I'm just like the punching bag, you know, for both of them. Yeah. You know, and I'm like, man,
you probably the one doing the most.
Come on, man. I'm like,
I already know.
And it's not like I have a victim, like that victim mentality, but it's like, dude, in this situation, I try to tell Trish, like, I ain't did nothing but try to help. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I kind of got to the point to where I was kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna let y'all handle this. You know, I'm not gone. Yeah. But you know, until you know, this is until this is kind of squared away, man, I'm gonna have to operate differently. You know,
man, that's 100%. Because I mean, even though I'm not in y'all situation, y'all business, but that's how I felt right there, man. Like, just get up out of that and let them see what's gonna happen with them, for real.
I mean, and y'all were like, over the conversations we had over, you know, the last few months, it kind of like opened up my eyes to, like, you know, I can't control that situation. That situation has nothing to do with me.
1,000%.
Like, nothing. And, you know, I have no say. Like, and at the end of the day, it's her.
And like, then too, you don't want to be forcing nothing either.
I don't want to be forcing nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You should. Does any of that convert back to the conversation me, you, and Will?
No, 100%. Yeah, like, and it just made, like, I'm one of them guys that I listen.
Why Martell always have on them damn tight ass shorts? Them the same tight ass shorts he had at his wine debut event, when he was having some type of wine event for that damn wine. I can't remember the damn wine. That's just how irrelevant that shit is. But he had this little wine event in them same tight ass damn shorts, where his damn nuts was scrunched up like that and was arguing in them damn shorts. You get off of me, you get off of me. That was his nuts in the damn shorts. But let's continue.
I listen to everything you say, you know, and it's like, it made me think, and it's like, you know what, I do need to let her, you know, because I'm trying to help. I'm thinking I'm trying to help, and in reality, it's up to them. Yeah, I gotta let them go through what they gonna go through. You know what I mean? Yep. And
if they gonna go through it,
for real. Oddly, when I did step back, it's like she did push forward with it. Like, she started to be more proactive. So, I mean, it worked, but it's just different now.
Man, let me give you some advice, okay? Let me give you some advice. Maybe, just maybe, you should stop seeking out women who are already going through some type of trauma in their lives and trauma bonding with them, and using that as a place to stay as well. You seek out women with children because deep down you want to be a father, and your soldiers do not march. They do not stand at attention anymore. Or if they ever did, you know. But at the end of the day, stop seeking out damaged women and thinking that you can come in and change and or heal them when you're not healed. It's something that you're seeking as well whenever you seek out this traumatic are these traumatic relationships that you keep finding yourself in. You are not a healer because you're not healed. And people have to understand when you're going through your own situations, and Ken has talked about some of the things he's dealt with on the show where his father wasn't there. So now it's like he's trying to be father of the year to someone else's kids. Well, their father, Trisha's kids, want to be there. So that's the difference between a father who doesn't want to be there for their kids. You've been trying to push this father away because you want to feel like you're father of the year because you can't have kids. And that's a very selfish situation. But then on the flip side, you got a crazy psycho bitch over here that you trying to call, that you want to call your wife, and she ain't ready to be nobody's wife. I mean, she did just get divorced. So you literally moved in with a married woman who was damaged, who just lost both of her parents, who's dealing with so many different things between grief, trauma, like you name it, all balled up into one. And then you're coming in with these tight ass shirts on with your fake Gerald Levert looking ass, trying to be Casanova. Plug. Like, no, we don't need that. And you sitting up here taking advice from a nigga who can't keep nothing going, who reached back and got an old decrepit 3-time braces wear and still her shit is fucked up. I ain't never seen nobody wear braces 3 times. You'd had them hoes taken off and put them back on, and you still got a fucking gap in your mouth. Girl, you just now passing the damn nurses thing. Like, how many times you feel that? Then Martell can't even pass an open book test, but then you allowing this nigga to tell you anything, the T is silent, about a relationship? Here.
Kids, I mean, you know, the kids going, we on me and Zarya, it ain't changed nothing.
He taking care of everybody.
Yeah.
So hey, when he turned about 50, he gonna have about 20 kids he taking care of.
No, I'm not. No.
From this relationship, that relationship, that relationship.
This the last one for me.
The mamas no more.
Look, I told you, this the last one for me. I'm not going. I said, like, I'm not going into my 40s still trying to find a, like, if I ain't married by 40, it's a wrap.
You think so?
It's easy to get married, bro. Just say,
I just
you want to marry me?
I'm not marrying anything or anybody. You know what I mean? Like, and the older we get, the more stubborn they get. So,
listen,
you
women.
I mean, does most of the conflict come from their divorce and them, or
that? Like, it's just like the whole situation. I feel like a lot of it was put on me. A lot of the backlash of what they were going through.
Shut up, Ken, your lying ass. Let me show y'all this because I pulled this on Ken. Mister, this is my last one. I'm not doing this. Like Ken is one of those type of guys. Let's put this up. This is Ken the other day. Thirst trapping like a mug. That's how I told you. Him and Trish, y'all got some serious issues in y'all relationship because as soon as things go left, he's out here like he's single. Well, we hear that they're broken up, but so he can really be who he wants to be with. So here he is soliciting the ladies to holler at him. Said, ladies, hear me out. Same way y'all don't appreciate SCX talk too early. We don't want to hear about your money problems too early either. Why would you want to hear anything another woman has to say if you are in a healthy relationship with Trish? Okay. Which leads me to, I guess, believe the rumors that you guys are not together because he stayed thirst trapping with pictures and little quotes on there. And the women be all in his comments, hitting on him. He be replying, putting, heart emojis. I've seen him liking other girls' pictures and stuff. Like, can't just be doing the fucking most. Maybe he's been around Martell and them too long because y'all know that's what they're into. Chris Fletcher, too. Y'all know Chris Fletcher be in the DMs and all that. So maybe they're teaching Ken their ways. I don't know. But what y'all think about that? But that's a recent post from Ken, a little thirst trap picture, sending a message out to the ladies. All right, but let's get into this last topic. We got to talk about this. The only reason, and y'all know I don't usually talk about court documents. I don't really care about shit like that. But if my name is mentioned in it, it would be remiss if I don't. Of course, you guys know Jane Doe, aka True T, is was, you say was now because it's past tense, suing Tay for harassment and all this other stuff. Well, we've already seen how she's been moving in these damn YouTube streets, hence the reason her channel was taken down. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. This is a legit document, and I thank you. First of all, let me say this. Shout out to T from TV. You guys can go over there and look at her video. She is the one that actually pulled the documents. And she also did a video on it. So you guys can go over. I'm going to give her credit on that because she actually brought it to the YouTube streets. Y'all go look at her video. Great video. She was very informational on that. I'm just going to read just the first page just to show you guys or let you guys know what the update is on that lawsuit against Tay, which I don't even feel like Tay should have been even sued because I feel like it was mutual combat. Everybody know in these YouTube streets, one person say something, you respond. You got to have tough skin if you want other people to sit back and listen to your bullshit. If you cussing them out, talking about their kids, et cetera, et cetera. There's been a lot of things that were said, and Tay will respond. She has every right to. Again, it's mutual combat. You can't get upset and then go file a lawsuit when you feel that someone else got the best of you, or when they're talking about you after you started some shit, right? I mean, what did I do to this person where they harassed me for 2.5 years, but then name me in a lawsuit as a co-conspirator? What? Because I respond? I don't even know. First of all, I don't even know this person. We really don't even know who she is, right? But let's go ahead and get into it. This is the case number here at the top. Okay, case number at the top. So it is a legit United States District Court, Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division. Okay, because that's where she filed it, which is so crazy because from what I saw on the other documents, she filed her address, which went back to a Staples somewhere in Kentucky. So this shit is all over the place. And I said immediately when I saw it, just because I do know a little bit about law. And also I kind of been talking to an attorney as well about some things. Once I heard my name, when I hear my name in lawsuit, I immediately go ahead and start getting ahead of things, because what you will not do is play in my face when I sat silent for 2.5 years and let you play with me. But I already said, what is this, March 18th? We're not doing that anymore. As this year, I will be speaking out. I will be addressing. If I have to go legal, I'm prepared to do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm prepared. But let's go ahead and get into this. Jane Doe, which is what she filed it under. I already knew it was going to be some bullshit, and I knew it wasn't going anywhere, because you have to give your name and your information. The only people they're allowed to be filing under Jane Doe is if someone was, and it's in the documents where the judge actually broke it down, and he corrected her and he checked her in said documents as well. I'm not going to read it all. Again, I'm going to let T from TV get those views, because it would be, fitting and proper for her to do that, being that she brought it here. I'm just going to give you guys just a little breakdown and just the actual verdict of what happened. Okay. So Jane Doe, DBA True T, which is the plaintiff, versus Natavia, which she put her whole name, Garner, which we know on YouTube as When Tay Talk. I don't like saying people's government name on here, but you guys see the documents. This is the case number here, 26C 2301. Judge Charles P. Kokoris. So Tay is the defendant, as you guys can see. Let's go ahead and get into the order. All right. Plaintiff application for leave to proceed in former corpus, I think that's how you said, is denied with prejudice, without prejudice, with leave to refile an amended application to or pay the filing fee by April the 16th of 2026. She has until April 16th of 2026 to refile and give her government name, her current address. Okay, all that will be verified, and any and all documents as related to this case that has to be submitted, that's been requested by the courts, all of that has to be done by the 16th. She cannot file under a pseudonym. They're not playing that. They're not going to do that. It's not fair that you sue someone and you file under Jane Doe, but you want to keep your identity hidden, but you want to, reveal everybody else's. She's been putting everyone else's name in these documents, and the judge mentioned that here as well. So plaintiff motions to proceed under a pseudonym 5 and 6 are also denied without prejudice. Plaintiff shall file an amended complaint disclosing her true legal name by April 16th of 2026. Plaintiff is further directed to address the federal subject matter jurisdiction concern identified herein by clarifying her domicile by April 16th of 2026. Failure to do so will result in the dismissal of the case without prejudice. Plaintiff's emergency motion for temporary restraining order and expedited discovery. 7, motion to hold defendant Natavia Garner accountable for doxing and harassment. Number 9, motion to hold defendant Natavia Garner accountable for harassment and defamation by co-conspirator. 10, and emergency motion for protective relief regarding harassment, intimidation. I can't even hardly read this shit because it's so ridiculous. Harassment, intimidation, and threats by defendants. Hold on. I don't know if this is in order, how it was sent to me. Give me a second, because the way that it was sent to me is not in order. Okay. Has been denied. All right. I've already read through it. So it says here that courts consider several factors when detaining domicile, including current residence, place of employment, location of property, voter registration, driver's license registration, and payment of taxes. So pretty much whenever she submits these documents in terms of her license, who she is, in terms of her identity, all of these things will be verified by the information that she gives. Driver's license, which you really can't. I hope you don't give a fake driver's license. I hope nobody does. But place of employment, which we hear she hasn't had an employment since 2022, 2023. Voter registration, like things that you would definitely, where you pay your taxes, okay? Those are things that will be verified against your identity when you file, because you cannot file under someone else's name. You cannot file under a pseudonym unless it's certain circumstances, all right? The court notes that plaintiff alleges that she is a citizen of Illinois, yet the mailing address she provided to the clerk's office is in Kentucky. So the discrepancies raises a question as to plaintiff's actual domicile and consequently whether complete diversity of citizenship exists. If plaintiff wishes to proceed with this action, she is directed to address the federal subject matter jurisdiction concern identified herein by April 16th of 2026. Okay. So that just goes into, it said that to qualify for IFP status, the plaintiff must fully disclose her financial condition, and she must do so truthfully under penalty of perjury. So if she gives any information that is contrary to the truth, she will be under penalty of perjury, which means that's jail time. They do not play about that. That's fraudulent. I work in fraud, so they don't play that shit, especially in the courts. You have to give legit, truthful information because it's a sworn testimony. Anytime you file a lawsuit, it is a sworn testimony. You cannot file a untrue sworn testimony in a court of law. Okay. I think you guys may have heard most of that, but what I wanted to let you guys know is that all motions in this case that was filed, because there were several content creators' names who were mentioned in this, is co-conspirators, which is bullshit, because I feel like everyone has a right to respond to someone harassing them or someone saying something to them. You have a right to respond as long as you don't threaten someone, as long as you don't harass someone. I mean, again, I feel like it's even combat. If you say something crazy to me, you're coming at me. My child was mentioned in videos, alleged properties that I may or may not have owned. Lies were told about me as well. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're going to sue someone, you have to make sure that you give correct information. And I'm happy to come to court. I don't have anything to hide, but I definitely have receipts where I can show that I was definitely harassed for a good 2.5 years. And all of my receipts are legit, as well as screen records, screenshots, you name it. I've been sitting on them for 2.5 years. So it excites me. If she wants to go back and refile this, I will definitely. I have nothing but time off. I can take a lot of time off. I've been on my job for a very, very long time, so I can definitely be off for a little bit to go and do what I need to do as related to that. But so this is the documents here. But again, all motions filed in this case, the judge has dismissed them. So she will have to refile this entire case with the correct information. As you guys can see, the judge has signed off on it. Judge Charles P. Corcus, United States District Judge, dated 3/17. That was on as of yesterday. Okay, as of yesterday, failure to comply with this order by April 16th of 2026 may result in dismissal of this action without prejudice. It is so ordered. As you guys can see here, she has to give her true identity, her government name, her legal address where she lives now, in order to file a lawsuit against said bloggers. So that is it. I'm not going to go through all of those. Again, please check out T from TV's video. She goes through each and every page of this lawsuit and she breaks it down so that you guys can hear what's going on. Again, I don't want to take away from her video because I want her to get the views. She did pull it, but I did want to, because my name was mentioned, I did want to also mention it on my channel to shed light to my subscribers as well, who've been also witnessing and seeing this going on. But again, her Jane Doe, aka True T, who used to be on YouTube, who has been banned from YouTube, 4 channels to be exact, from YouTube for harassing and for violating YouTube's policies and procedures, because that's what pretty much what they said and why. Her case has been totally dismissed. She will have to refile from beginning to end. So that's it, and that's all. You guys let me know what y'all think about this video, and that is it. We will see you guys later. Please don't forget to hit that like button for me. What do y'all think? Let me look at some comments before I get out of here. I know many of you guys were on T from TV's video when she went live earlier. Someone sent me a link. I was like, oh my God, let me go look. So shout out to her for doing it. Said, I keep saying word of the year is delusion. Yeah. So I said, bye, Bougie, bye. Miss Didi said, shaking my head. Why did she come for you anyway? No one will know that but the Lord, okay? The only person that will probably know that is Jesus Christ himself, okay? Because I promise you, I have been staying over here in my corner doing my content. Y'all saw me. I was not doing videos attacking this girl, like for some odd reason, and I keep telling y'all, and I stand on it. She came to my channel. She sought me out and came to my channel and was camped out in my lives. Like you guys are sitting here right now in my live, in my chat. This is how she was doing several of my lives. I would look up and see her just sitting there, responding, trying to get my attention. She would get upset because I wouldn't shout her out at the end with other content creators. I just didn't want her over here because I was seeing things and was told by another content creator, and I will give that person's name, what was really going on with this person. So I was just like, no, I want no connection. And after me not mentioning this person on my live or acknowledging that person, she did a live and said, oh, she saw me. She tried to act like she didn't see me and da-da-da-da. It became these attack posts. It became these attack videos. Then I'm taking her content. All of you know I go live like y'all know Car Chronicles. That's like early. Her videos would come on like later in the day. I would do Car Chronicles like earlier, 7 o'clock, 7:30 in the morning. So I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, and I told her, you don't own words. And I've said this before. Legally, you do not own a word unless you patent it or copyright it. So if I just so happen to say a word that you may have said in a video, that doesn't mean that someone is copying you. It's called vocabulary. It's called words. You don't own words unless you copyright or patented it. But obviously people don't understand legal rhetoric, but it's not my place to break that down, right? I mean, it's really not my place. But what do you guys think? Just let me know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. It's crazy. It's crazy. You cannot attack people for years and years and then say, oh, I'm going to go and sue someone for harassing me when you were the harasser. And that's just, and it's so crazy to me how people who, and that's fine. She can have as many followers as she has. I don't care about views and all of that shit. YouTube is entertainment for me. I don't come on here like, oh my God, I got it. I do it because I enjoy doing it, not because I have to. But bottom line is, I feel like sometimes her followers can be very delusional. A lot of them hyped her up to do this. And I keep saying she should really blame them for hyping her up to continue to do the shit that she's done. Not saying that she can't hold herself accountable because she did complete the act of, going after people, but she allowed her followers to hype her up and fill her head up to make her think that, oh, this is great. Keep doing this. This is what we want to see. You going after people and attacking them, attacking their kids and calling kids, bastards and stuff. YouTube, they see that. In every video that YouTubers do, they do like a scan. So when YouTube keep hearing stuff like this, and especially if the video is flagged or somebody reported, after a while they have to do something about it because it is seen as a direct violation of YouTube policies and procedures. So that's pretty much why they got rid of her. Said that the judge literally said, sound like the video you submitted where people responding back to you. Yeah, that's in there. That's why I said go watch T from TV's video. That's what the judge was saying. It sounds like something you said to them and then they came back and responded and then you didn't like the response, so you went and filed a lawsuit. But yeah, says it sounds like the judge sees right through the BS. Yeah. This is not a dumb judge. They probably see this stuff all the time. So again, it's mutual combat. But y'all go check out T from TV. We're not going to keep this video long. You guys have a wonderful day. All right. Please keep your notifications on so you guys will know when I go live. Thank you so much to my top flight mods, True TV Podcast, Rose Armstead, and Tiffany Thomas. Thank you so much for modding for me. Thank you to all the content creators. I see you in here, Miss Didi. Thank you so much. Stu Queen B, if you're here, Black Women in the Building, Simple Mom Family TV. Jonetta Speaks, JCD Creation, Shay P, Shay Renee, Queen Speaks TV, Deary Talk, Schoolboy, Just a T, please. Marcella, if you stop by, and Brits Block, thanks for being here as well. Thank you guys all for supporting. Okay, we haven't heard our song in a while. Let's get that up. I hope it plays well. I had to go back and refresh before, but we haven't heard our new song. So let's get into that. All right, shout out to Brits Block for this one. Let's go.
Hey.
All right, bye.
Yeah. You already know what time it is. It's your girl, Caramel. Caramel. Let them know. Yeah, you know it's your girl Caramel. Yeah, you know it's your girl Caramel. Stay coming through, giving all the people hell. She got the dopest type in tea, can't you tell? If you want the real spill, ring that bell. Join the Caramelian crew right now. Whole squad lit, we don't back down. Kick back, relax, enjoy the show. But hit that like button though. Stepping in the room, whole vibe shift quick. Pressure on 10, yeah, the tea stay thick. No cap, no filter, straight facts I spit. If it's hot in the streets, I'm addressing it. Caramel dripping, sweet but savage. Mic in my hand, I do real damage. Comment section jumping, crew stay active. Caramelian gang interactive. I don't sugarcoat, I tell lies. Real recognize, real every time I slide. If the drama too loud, I ain't amplified. Cause you know that she's a vibe, certified. Yeah, you know it's your girl Caramel. Stay coming through, giving all the people hell. She got the dopest pipe and tea, can't you tell? If you want the real spill, ring that bell. Join the Caramelian crew right now. Whole squad lit, we don't back down. Kick back, relax, enjoy the show. But hit that like button though. Like coming, subscribe. We outside. Like coming, subscribe. We outside. Caramelian crew worldwide. Turn the volume up real loud. She a whole mood, no doubt. Yeah, it's your girl, Caramel. Stay vibing, stay subscribed. Let them know.
Yes. Shout out to Britt's Block. Thank you, baby. All right. Let's get out of here, guys. Bye.